Okay, let's continue with the detail. I'm gonna show you how we can create that hole over there. So I'm gonna select this floor, go to edit boundary. How about I go to the L2 and I'm gonna type TL for thick lines, thin lines, and I want to pick this line here by hitting tab and OK and no. Okay, so now it's created a hole in the floor. In order to see that, let me get back to thin lines. In order to see that, I actually need to have my section line exactly here. So I'm going to create a section here. So view, section, one section in here. Okay, that's going to be my section 3. And if I type TL here and go to find, this is how you see there is a hole here in the floor. So maybe this is a better view rather than this one. So I'm gonna create a call out here. I'm gonna go to call out and maybe from here to here. Okay, and I don't need that one anymore. We have this one here. So I can rename this. Okay, and I wanna just delete this one and rename this one as the column connection. Okay, now I can go to this view. Okay, so if I type TL, you see the cut line of the floor ends here and here. Okay, this is a better view. And this can be hidden permanently. Okay. That connector which connects the columns and the girders. Under the structure tab, if we go to the structure tab component, load family, the closest thing to these form fittings I found is an item under the structural connections, mounting parts. Under rebar connection, there's something similar to what we are looking for. So I'm going to load the very last one, and I want to put it here. Okay, I can change this to wireframe so we can see better, and we want to create a detail like this. So I want to select it. There are some items here. I can go to edit type, duplicate this one. I'm gonna limit the height to 700. Okay, and so here, let me say okay. If I show you some dimensions here, if I go to annotate, you can see that from here to here it's 182, from here to here it's 170, and from here to here is close to 300. So if I select this and go to edit type, that 170 is for this side, that 320 is for the other side. How about I change that 320 to like 100 millimeters? So it's more like this. Also, I want to change the distance by, I guess it's under the S, the distance. Let me double check it. If I change this to 50, yeah, that makes sense. Now they are closer to each other. And now maybe I could change, I want to say OK here, and under the properties I want to change the length to 700 millimeters. OK, and you'll see it's a schedule to level foundation. I want to change it to L2. It automatically changes the offset from the level. Maybe I want it to be a little bit lower because it seems like it's connected to the lower part of the beam. So I want to change this to like negative 600. The file does not give us exact dimensions, so I'm gonna do our best here. Maybe I can increase the number of the bars to like 9, and I want to make it a little bit shorter. How about 650? Okay, it's almost close. I can maybe even go with 600. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we can keep playing with that, but it seems about right now. Or we could just create a component through component model in place, or we could look for some wood details on the internet. Okay, so that's for this side. I can also use the same item, structure, component, and I want to change this to the type that we created, and I want to put it on this side if it can. Yes, it's working now. I'm going to put it here, and I can change this to 600, change this to 9, change this to L2, and go with negative 600. Okay, now it seems more like it. If it seems like these lines are a bit longer, the bars inside, we can go to edit type and take care of that by increasing. I need to change this number over here. If I put 120, it's gonna be a bit better. Okay, we can compare it with this file. It seems that they're still a bit shorter, so I want to select both of them and change the length to 550. Even 500 might work. Okay, now it's better. Also, I want to move them a little bit lower. Better. I want to change this to 150 as well. Okay, so this seems close to this detail. So something tricky about these connectors is that if you go to the structure tab and to the component and load family, and if you bring something from the structural component items, structural connections, all of them are actually 3D items, right? But later, if you want to work on a specific callout or a detail, and you are looking for some 2D items, you can go not from here. I need to hit cancel. You need to go to the annotate. I want to move to a 2D view, annotate, component, detail component, load family, and now you should not go to the structural connection folder because those are in 3D, but we are working on a 2D file. So we need to go to the detail items, and everything around here, these are just 2D drawings, which are very helpful for the callouts.